Okay. You ready to keep working on the train? I've already started it so that we could maybe get through the rest of it, this live stream. This is the train carriage, first class, so it's a little fancier. And what I've started to do is I used the Hoo-Hoo marker, deep red R4. And then I'm going to go back over it with this Crimson Lake from Artex. And Artex works just great on top of a Hoo-Hoo marker. Trying to think where we would put the lighter of the reds. I guess we can use the Perylin violet. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Perylin. Oh, that's the darker of the two. Never mind. Okay, so the darker of the two are going to go down here. Hey Dawn, how are you? Thanks for coming by. Oop, you can't see what I'm doing. I'm sorry. Yeah, I decided to go ahead and start it so we could get a little further in it, if not finish this whole section. Glad you're good. I'm trying to do like a gradation. I think if I had any gripe about the new Artex pencils would be that the color of the barrel does not match the color of the pencil. And so it's really important that you do, I mean, if you want to, you don't have to, but it would be helpful if you did some kind of swatch chart, because you can even see, well, I think you can see that. This one is the darker of the two. And why didn't they switch the colors of the barrel of these two? I think that would have been a better choice. But, you know, they're still good pencils. I'm not gonna knock them for that exactly. I mean, if they were really cruddy pencils, I'd probably fuss more about it. I'm not sure if that's good or not here. And I finally finished that globe that I was working on yesterday. I think I may have to, let's see, I'll do another one tomorrow. Yeah, I believe I'm going to need to postpone the 12 Days of Christmas to after our camping. We'll come back on Sunday, so I can resume that on Monday and just keep going. And if we have the 12th day after Christmas. That's okay. Did you know that the 12 days of Christmas actually start the day of Christmas? So that's day 1, or is it 26? I can't remember. It's either 25 or 26. The first day of Christmas, and then it goes for 12 more days. And I think at the end of that, is that Epiphany? The last day? The 12th day? Anyhow, I thought that was kind of cool. But once everybody's done with Christmas, we're kind of, you know, we almost don't want to hear any more about it. So I wouldn't want to start the 12 days of Christmas on Christmas. So I don't know if that's interesting or not, but it's interesting to me. All right, I'm kind of liking how that's working there. Then I can just see, I keep not using the correct one. See if I can erase some of that. Yeah. Okay. So are you done with your Christmas shopping? Or are you still perusing the stores? I really thought, oh my goodness. I really thought I would be making more gifts this year. And I might. I still have next week. Last year, I made everybody something, and then in the Christmas bag for it to go in. And I think the year before I did the same thing. Not everyone, I think, at that point, but whoa, I almost really messed that up. Yeah, this is not perfectly perfect, but then I use the Uniball silver to line it. I got some streaks in there. Trying to figure out how to put this on without getting streaks. Well, that seemed to work pretty well. It's just kind of let it glide over. I've bought my husband a few things. I have not I have not gotten anything or made anything for anyone else. I guess I need to get cracking on it. I have done a lot of pictures this year. I could take them out of whatever book they're in and have them framed. All right, I'm going to have to go real low on this one. Okay. If my head gets in there. Oh, you know, maybe I should use a fine liner, because that is just too tiny. Alrighty, what color shall we use here? Looks like number 2. Ugh. This is one of the first set of drawing instruments that I bought. Well, where's the red? Oh. And I haven't used them very much. Here's 2. They're the Ohuhu's water-based markers. They're dual-tipped, brush side, and fine liner. And I keep thinking I'm going to sell them, but I keep thinking of reasons that, well, maybe I could use it. Okay, here we go. There are times when a fine liner comes in handy. This is one of those. That's pretty good. Now I've really got to think of what to do with this door. And the curtains. I wonder what color the curtains ought to be. Oh boy, here goes the kitty again. I'm not entirely certain. What I'd like to do is that does not look like, whoa, that's orange. Wanted the there, a lot of the old trains, even the new ones or the refurbished ones, they have like a two-toned color scheme. Oh, I could use that other side. So they might have a darker wood on part of it, and then the lighter wood on part of it. I'm not sure what this circle is supposed to be. I guess it's a door. It's a doorknob. Don't know. So I thought I would try to have a little bit of two-tone colors on here. It's kind of neat. I need to think about the door, this door, what color it might be. I suppose I could make it the same color, or I could make it red, which would be kind of interesting. And then the inside, I'll just use yellow. I guess I can make the star silver. Yeah. See if I can't fill in some of this. Now I'm not sure about this part. I guess I can just go ahead and make it silver. No, I couldn't because the star's silver. No. Hey, country gal. Yeah. Right now, she's a little bit of an annoying sweet kitty because certain times of day she starts meowing. She's got food, but she doesn't seem to care about that. Oh, look at this. I got a whole other section. I think I might just make that red. Might be a little fiddly, but I think it'll look good. Yeah, this is a little fiddly. Yes, Marty. Yes, Marty. Yeah, should have maybe done the star afterwards. Thank you. It is from the Ohuhu Honolulu. It's the R4 Deep Red. And why did I have this here? Oh, that was for drawing them. All right. I think I'll make this darker red on the edges. Oops. And that's okay if you color into the little dotted areas, because that's going to be folded and glued. That's the spot where you can put the glue. I used the lighter one to kind of blend that a little bit. I really don't know if this red matches the red of the engine that I made last time. Oh. Well, probably we'll just make that silver anyway, so it hardly matters that I just went over that. Yeah, I think that's a doorknob. I don't really know. It is, and I've colored a lot of Christmas pictures. But I really have enjoyed it. It's been a challenge, and it's been fun to meet new people on the channel. And would y'all like to see the part of the train I finished? I did do a little video, but no, it's too early. Well, if it didn't take so long, and I probably would redo this. Yeah, I think that'll be close enough. It was, why did that come out like that? Weird. It's a lot of concentrated gluing. And I might have done the smokestack darker, but anyway, for my first one that I've ever done, see, it's kind of crooked right there. Yeah, I mean, I would make that over if I had the time. Yeah. Well, I was determined. This is coming out nicer. These teeny tiny lines, I think, is what's giving me trouble, because I'm just going to go out of the lines. On a regular coloring page, you don't always have to worry about that. Okay. Would you like to pick the... Let me zoom in. Pick the curtains color. We've got to have a shade color, because there's a shade in here. And we've got to have curtain colors. It is a challenge. Yeah, so I've got silver and red and kind of a cream color. Oh yeah. Actually need to... Alright. This is going to be kind of a reddish color, but slightly red. I mean, you've really got to have pointy pencils. to get into some of these spots. Light purple and light pink. For the curtains. Oh, now that made it look more like wood. I kind of like that. Let me see. I've got wisteria. That's, I think that's too purple. I think I'm going to maybe go with pink. How about that one? Yeah, I like that shiny pencil on there. It's really cool. All right, this is Peach Puff in Artex. It's not very sharpened, but mainly we're just getting color down, not necessarily we might just leave the shade white. Okay, I'm going to get a little darker here in the edges. Well, that didn't work out too good. Let me get a slightly darker shade. It's not really the same. Yeah. Blush pink on the edges and the lines. Hey, stop that. Marty. Yeah, go away. There's food in your bowl. You have food in your bowl. Marty, please. Hey, Molly. We are just coloring a train. This must be the fancy dressed up women car, because I've got pink shades, pink curtains. this. Well, it's also very small that you really can't do a ton of shading. Now, instead of using sparkle pen for the light, I think I'll just use the jasmine. Just really lightly in there. Thanks for stopping by, Molly. That almost looks like he's got the shade down all the way. Or I'm thinking of, you know, what do they call that? That the, not the bellboy, conductor. I guess it could be the conductor. Yeah, that helps the people on and off the train. Hey View, how are you? Kind of working on the train, the first class car. And we can get a little bit of cool, woohoo, a train, yay! This is 20% cool gray. I'm just gonna just do a little bit of shading on the shade. So the shade will kind of appear white. There we go. That's the first part. So I'm really using Artex pencils and Wonder fine liner. All right. Maybe this time I'll start from the middle. So I will start out with the light. Hugs to you. Thank you. I'm definitely a huggy person. I'm not coloring this any specific amazing way. I just kind of made the edges a little darker. This one is jasmine, and it is a beautiful color. It's really more like sand, probably in Prismacolors. It could be used for so many colors, orange and a very pale brown of some kind, or it could be used as just yellow or sand color. I'm going to fuss with these. Yeah, yeah. We've got chromium yellow deep is, well, that's orange. What do we have? Canary is very light fluorescent yellow. I I don't know why they put fluorescent colors into sets. I mean, I was gonna do a fluorescent hashtag one month just to see, um, you know, to see if how it would go over. You know, what could I do with this fluorescent? It's, I mean, maybe some people like it, but to me, it's kind of a waste. I would rather have 3 other colors, you know, that I could use, like more greens or blues or browns, just anything. But yeah, if I was ever asked to work on a pencil set, which would never happen, I would say um, just toss the fluorescents. And if they did a good enough metallics, I would stick with the gold and the silver. I mean, that's pretty classic. You could use those for different things. But the fluorescents are really kind of a waste. But at least this set has 26 colors. Sorry, 126 colors. And so I felt like, well, there's an extra 6 colors in there from a regular set. Why don't I just say, well, the fluorescents aren't really part of it. So in fact, then they do give us extra colors. Yeah. Yeah. All right, that's not bad. I probably could fiddle with that a little more, but I think I will wait on doing the silver. Oh, that's the top. So that'll be red also. Well, let's color the door. Oh, I actually made the door, the bottom part of the door, red over here, which I shouldn't have done. Can't really go over it now. Well, I'm going to do it right over here. Well, there's really no right. think I'm going to have to switch to my left hand for a little while. Okay, and we'll do this part. Periodically I look up to make sure I've got what I'm doing centered. That part, well, that's okay. It's okay. Sometimes I am going to have to learn it's okay to change color by number colors. Oh, I've done a lot of color by numbers, and I don't know that I've ever changed any colors. But I have taken a darker color and kind of shaded a little bit. But it feels like I've taken so long to color it, paint it, whatever it is, that I've taken so long that I don't want to do anything else to it at the end, you know. I just want to get it done. So I'm going back to pencil here. I enjoy color, but paint by numbers. Done several. Anything art. Except for diamond painting. Oh my goodness, y'all. Do y'all like diamond painting? I have to say, I am not a fan. It is... I would rather color. If it was the only thing I had, maybe, but you can't really be creative with that. I guess you could say, well, I'm going to change this number 5 from a light green to a dark green. You know, if you had enough of the little drills to do that, but you can't really change anything there. I don't feel like I'm being creative. I just feel like I'm moving one dot to the other, you know, to a space. Yeah. And I have to literally have my face. Okay, so here's the paper. Have my face about this close. What is that, a hand's breadth? And I don't really want to do that. All right, let's see. I think we're ready for red. And I don't know, maybe I should, to be consistent, but this I can change, but I don't want to change that. I like that one. I bought one small diamond painting. I wanted to test it out, and it came in the mail, and I opened it up, and I just kind of rolled my eyes and held my head. Oh, these are so tiny. They're so tiny. have to switch to this side. And that just wasn't gonna work for me. I might finish it eventually. It was something for my sister. She likes sunflowers. But I don't know. I have to be in the mood for it, I guess. I didn't put a piece of paper down on the other side, but it didn't go through to my table, so that's okay. So I might finish it eventually. Okay, so we've got to do the top here. Whoa, hand went suddenly crazy. It's okay if I get out of lines here because I'll be cutting that anyway. I may make those lines silver, so it doesn't matter if I get the red in there. Marty, it's not even close to time for dinner yet. All right, now I think I'm ready for, oh, I got to do the door. Oh. My right hand shakes, if y'all had noticed. But I do the best I can. Sometimes I use my left hand. These little pieces are just so tedious. Marty, you're okay. Go lay down. Go lay down in your bed and rest. I know it. I know it. Yeah, thanks. I'm glad you can't see too close. Oh, that's why I like to come in with the red. Artex pencils. And it kind of helps cover some of that. It's okay, Marty, you're fine. You're just fine, Marty. You're just fine. What did you bring back from the freezer, Molly? You making some dinner? I need to think about dinner here in a little bit myself. Probably my husband's going to want fajitas since he bought the vegetables for it. Is it raining again? No. Just animals making noises. I'm not sure if that looks blotchy. It's hard to make a smooth stroke with the marker. I feel like I am. I'm rushing. Well, we'll just say it's weathered. It's a weathered look because it's on the top. Yeah. And I'll put the silver on the top too. Okay. We are on the back stretch. I haven't had deer in a long time. Mostly I just have it if I'm going over to someone's house that happens to have one. One Christmas, my uncle, one of my uncles, he got a deer, and we had backstrap for a Christmas dinner. It was so good. It was so good. I know some people aren't fond of deer. And that's fine. If we all lived, I don't know, about 100 years maybe, some areas. That's what the father of the sons brought home. Marty, stop that. Oh my goodness. Hey, I finished this part. Are you ready for me to cut it out? Yes, Leslie, cut it out. Now this will be the top part that this part goes on, so I guess I could zoom out a little bit. That is not too bad. I will do this part another day or another time, and then I will do a short video short of it finished. Oh, thank you. You're very, very kind. Thanks for helping me choose the colors of the curtains. I'm trying to think if I cut those. Did we cut those off? Well, I could probably just leave them on. Yeah, thanks to the markers, this went a lot faster. So if I were to do this over again or was advising somebody when they're doing this, I'd say, get your colors out ahead of time. Color about half of it. And then when you're on your live stream or your video, you can, well, if it's a video, you can just speed it up. But if you're on a live stream, you've got half of it finished. So there's time to at least fold part of it up. Thank you. By the time I'm done, I'll be an expert at it, huh? We'll do the other car, unless, so the other car looks like this one, except it doesn't have first on it and it doesn't have curtains. So it's basically the same thing. And I've really kind of like been wanting to get to the bakery shop. So, if I got the picture of it here. Yeah. So I've done the chapel and the nativity and the carousel. Well, that was a booger. And then I've done these two parts of the train. I've done the tree. And I was very interested in doing the bakery or maybe the toy shop. So I could finish the train on camera, or I can do the bakery or the toy shop. What do y'all think? The bakery? Yeah. I do like this little cottage over here too. Maybe I'll do them all eventually, but just for the sake of time and the camera. All right, let me move this other stuff out of the way. And we can start folding it up. I'm thinking I was supposed to cut those bits out. Train carriage, okay. Okay. All right. I'm gonna fold this part down. And then I feel like we're supposed to cut these parts off. Because you've got these lines here. But then why are they there? Yeah, I think so. What would be really fun is if they had pieces that went on the inside. But I guess that's for another book, right? I think that's just where you're putting the glue, but you still need this part. Okay, now fold it here. I don't think I colored this part. I can see the shading is different. Ooh, it's so windy out. It's a blustery day. I don't want to listen to that. Either I need to feed her early, which means I'd have to feed the dogs early, or do up, you know, I was not really supposed to bend that. Oh yeah, I was. I'm gonna kind of do it. Oh wait, okay. I'm just trying to see where. I'm gonna kind of bend it a little bit so it's curvy. I'm just kind of seeing how this is gonna work here. See what I need to glue first. Okay, I think I'll glue that first. X. Instead of glue, I'm going to use this little, it's really for pictures and stuff. But I like to take off the little pieces and put them there. It's a little fiddly, but for me it works better than glue. Ugh. Okay, good. Oh, it's coming off. Ugh. Oh, on this one, you almost have to do them all at once. Avery likes to go bother Daddy. Avery is our male cat, and he's very, very sweet. That is not what I wanted to do. Y'all remember to like my video. It has something to do with, I don't know, numbers. Now I'm going to doesn't want to come off. Well, that's good. That means it sticks well, right? Okay. Now I've got to put a little bit on that one. I really got to put tape on everything before because it all kind of, this one all kind of goes together at the same time. Ugh. Oh, it's R.J. Hampson's Christmas Tiny Homes. And most of his books, there's double pages. You have the book here in the front, and then the second part of it is double. But in this one, it's just one of each of the drawings. And then the second part is the Christmas Village. Yeah. So what I've done is photocopied them onto cardstock, which I think has made it easier. Let me see if I can't run this down. Well, that didn't come out too well. And I'd say if your handshake, probably you will not want to do this project. But maybe you do. You want to challenge yourself. I'm going to do it. I will conquer this. As Mr. Darcy says in Pride and Prejudice. Now, I don't think he says it in the book, but he says it in the 5.5-hour movie. Sometimes my husband and I get on a Jane Austen kick, and we just start with one Jane Austen movie, and if it's several parts, we'll watch one part a night or 2 parts a night until we're done. And then, oh gosh, then we go to the next one. And then sometimes we even watch 2 versions of the same thing. I think this last time we watched all of the 5.5-hour P&P, he wanted to watch the shorter one to compare. And we actually watched a really old one too, like from the 40s. It was crazy. It had Laurence Olivier played Darcy. And it was a kind of a cross between 1940s and the turn of the century in the 1800s where Jane Austen lived. I mean, it really was an odd combination. Now, I do have to say that the girl who played Elizabeth in that version, she did it justice. I think she was probably the best actress in that whole show. So anyway, I said I never want to watch that again. Just take a note. Okay. Anyhow, there it is. Ta-da! A video pirate? Do you have his pirate book? Oh, wasn't sure. No, I don't have his pirate book. I think what I had done is shown the last page of this book. This is the only one of his books I have. I really like to have the Forest Song. I'd like to have these 3. The Night Garden, the Dragon Dreams, and the Forest Song. Here's his fantasy tiny homes. Oh, here's the pirates. Yeah, the houses I'm not terribly fond of. Maybe the tiny home fantasy homes would be fun. Maybe some of the steampunk. I don't know, but I do like Robin. Thank you, but that wasn't nice. That wasn't nice. Robin is our smallest dog, and she just chased the cat out of the room. It was kind of funny. Anyhow, let me see. All right, this part right here, these are the carriage, underneath parts of the carriage. And you put those together and then put the carriage body on the top. They're just about as small as the picture. I'm just kidding. All right. So Wednesday we will do the bakery. I'm excited about that. Thanks for coming in, y'all. I appreciate it. Thanks for liking. I'm not terribly certain if that's going to stay together there. I may have to actually put some glue on it. We'll see. Thanks everyone. Y'all have a good day, good evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are.